Hello, KAPWA People. We are back to provide more information, I believe, because Tita is learning about the flight attendant
I
process.
learned a lot.
And what did you learn? Last video
3 P's
with a bonus P.
with a bonus P.
So what is it? How to become a flight attendant? What are the 3 P's?
Prepare, persist, and prosper.
And the bonus P
is to stay positive.
Stay positive. So here, right after you're going through those steps in the flight attendant process of trying to be a flight attendant, right? You want to know how to interview, right? Right, Tita? You have the black folder's back.
The black folder's back.
So you want to prepare for that interview, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to just talk about my particular airline because they go through a certain process.
Okay.
So the first step is you are going to, you're prepared, right? That was the first P.
So I'm so excited now.
You've applied on the website.
I applied.
My airline is hiring right now. Wink, wink.
Okay, wink, wink.
Boost my seniority.
Wink, wink.
Okay, so
Start with the letter.
Number one airline.
Number one airline.
But to prepare, you want to know what the steps are. So these are going to help you with those steps. So the first step with the particular airline, you're going to submit an application. There's an application. You go to the website.
Okay.
Application, and then you attach your resume. So make sure your resume is prepared. It's ready.
Can I
it's
borrow
good.
your resume?
Yeah. If you need tips for resume tips, you can email Tita and Kuya at gmail.com, and Tita will review your resume. This lady, such a good resume reviewer. No, but I'll give you tips. I'm willing to help. She will even translate it in 32 languages if you'd like.
Okay.
No, but really, if you do need help, I'm willing to look at any resumes to help. So shoot any resumes my way, and I can see how it's the best with your experience. Again, everybody's experience is different, so you're going to have to customize it to your experience. So that first is the application and resume, right? Then after the resume, if you've passed and they like your resume,
I'm so excited now.
You're so excited.
I passed.
You're preparing.
Okay.
What's the second P?
Is persist.
So with persist, you're going to want to be patient. Because maybe a little bit of time, you will get an email to do an assessment.
Oh, you have an assessment.
There's an assessment. And those are questions that relate to safety and professionalism. And
is it a personality question?
Yes, there are some things with personality. And what I liked with my particular test, it brought out what my strengths and areas, not necessarily weaknesses, but things that you're best at and things that could be improved, I guess. But things that really are your talents. I kind of looked at your talents.
Can you give me an example, at least 3 examples of some questions?
I cannot disclose that information.
You cannot.
The assessment is a secret. So I'm going to be safe. It's confidential, but it's related to service. So like,
for example.
So it could be scenario, and then you would just your best judgment. What would you do?
Like, for example, if I did something wrong in the past, and they asked me that kind of question,
you need to be honest.
I have to be honest.
Honesty. That's one of values of certain airlines. So you need to be honest, 100% honest. So like if
for example, if I kick someone
in the butt, be honest.
Oh,
that might kick you out. They might kick you out, or they might know that you're being honest.
It will reflect on my
But again, honesty. If that particular airline is looking for honesty,
I will just tell a lie.
Oh no!
How will they know?
They will know.
Oh, they will not know.
They will know.
Oh, they will.
I will tell them. Tell them on you. But yes, be honest and just be your true. I would say true and authentic self within this assessment. Okay. So after the assessment, some things change over the years. I'm gonna go through my process because it was a little different. So I had an assessment at my time. Then I had to do a video interview before, and with the video interview, it was like this. So you just had a camera, I think they cut out that portion now for my particular airline, and it's straight to talking with a flight attendant. You would talk to a flight attendant in real life. So I would be like, so let's pretend
It's like, can
this
you
is your.
check? Hold on a second. Can you check if the thing is working?
So we've always had some mishaps. So we're gonna check if this. But is it recording? We're good. All right. So
What?
rewind. We were talking about persisting, having the application, and the process of the interview.
Okay,
So
because
there's a video interview where you talk about yourself and be like, "Hi, I'm Redner, and these are my experiences." And then after that, if you pass that, you move on to the next stage, which is a video interview with a flight attendant, and you want to prepare yourself for that. So within that interview process, you're going to be talking with me. So pretend I'm on the screen.
okay.
Hi, I'm Redner. How are you? I'm Redner, and I'm doing a video interview with you while I'm on my layover in Greece. I'm just kidding. But they're going to interview you, and they're going to ask you particular questions. So, Irene.
Yes, sir. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Oh.
So I've seen you've prepared, and don't be nervous. Just be yourself.
Oh, okay.
Keep professional.
Okay.
That's another P. Just keep professional.
Another P.
Smiling, right? So tell me a little bit about yourself.
I'm Irene, and I'm that.
Okay. And why do you want to be a flight attendant?
Do
not say you want to travel.
No, I want to travel.
No. So this is how I would answer the question. Again, it's based on your experience. So why do you want to be a flight attendant? And I'm going to be authentic, right? So ask me. Pretend you're the flight attendant.
Why do you want to be a flight attendant / server?
Not a server. Service professional. So the reason why I want to be a flight attendant is because I truly have a heart for helping people. In my 15 years of experience working in the field of special education, I was able to serve people within the special education field, particularly individuals with autism and their families. I also volunteered with an organization called Autism on the Seas, which helped these families within a travel experience. And that's similar to what I would like to do with my experience here with this airline, is I would like to use my service-related skills and safety-related skills for this position. Again, using that experience, tell a story. So if you worked at McDonald's, you need to spruce it up. I worked at McDonald's. I worked at McDonald's, or Filipinos, Jollibee. I worked at Jollibee for over 10 years, and Jollibee is very much about positivity, very much about caring for others and providing.
Just listen to him
and just
record it.
And just caring for people. The one thing that I loved about Jollibee is that they were very big on hospitality. Their culture is very much a friendly culture, and a culture where they make sure that everyone feels welcome. And one time I saw a family that was with their child.
You're making a story? You're telling a story?
You want to tell stories. You want to use specific examples in your experience where you relate it back to being a flight attendant. So I really cared for these.
So you want to be like a storyteller with the positivity.
Yes, you want to be a storyteller. You want to be positive, but you want to use that experience. So if you worked at Jollibee, tell about a time when you worked at Jollibee and why you went above and beyond, and how that relates to being a flight attendant. Hospitality at Jollibee or at a fast food restaurant, hospitality there. Bring all your experiences together, tell a story. There's a method that they like to call the STAR method, which talks about the situation, the task, and how you resolve that. Maybe I'll put some links down below about how to use that STAR method if you were to get to the interview portion. So once you pass that video interview,
what's next?
Is the face-to-face interview, which is a video interview as well. The next,
it's also the same question.
It could be similar, but sometimes it's different.
Okay.
And then the last step, Irene, congratulations!
Oh my God!
We really enjoy and loved your responses. They sent you an email. We're flying you to the city for a face-to-face interview.
Oh, okay.
So this is almost like a 3 or 4 step process just to get to the face-to-face interview. And you're going to do this again. You're going to have prepared, persisted. Now it's time to prosper.
Oh my gosh, it's a lot of work.
It's a lot of work. And imagine, they said for my particular airline, it's harder to get into than Harvard. So you better prepare, you better persist, and you better prosper. They say they have about 100,000 applicants a year, and only a handful get chosen. This is a good time to apply because there was a lot that retired during the pandemic. So apply.
Okay.
Don't give up. Don't tell them. Don't give up.
Don't give up, my baby.
So once you get to the face-to-face interview, I can't disclose a lot of information about the face-to-face interview, but again, it's a wonderful process. They tell you all about it, and if they like you, then they will give you an offer. I'm not going to explain how they give the offer, but just know that they will give you an offer, and once you get an offer,
is it an offer that you cannot say no?
No, if you're not comfortable, you can say. I actually had a friend who applied. She got an offer, but she didn't feel like it was the right time for her, so she.
No, what I mean is she got an offer, but you're gonna say, oh, money-wise, it's not enough because we're expecting more.
Oh, you mean like the rates? You can't negotiate pay.
No. Oh, you cannot negotiate pay?
There's a training pay and there's a pay when you become a flight attendant, and that's disclosed on your company's website, so you can check that out. But once the big thing, which we can talk about later, about the training process, very intensive training. So after that, you'll get your offer, and then you'll go through training. I forgot because it was a blur if it was six weeks or 9 weeks that I went through training, but it's intense.
It's 9 weeks.
Okay.
You're out of work for 9 weeks.
Okay, she remembers. See, it's just such a blur because you go through safety related training, emergency training, service oriented training. And then, you know what, Tita?
What?
After your training and you pass, it's intensive, right? But you're going to what? What are the P's?
Prepare.
This relates to this process too. Prepare, persist, and prosper. And just like me, you will earn your wings.
Oh!
Tita, I am so glad to pin your wings because you have gone through you have prepared.
There's an airline right there.
That's okay.
That's an airline there.
You have persisted. You've applied so many times, and you've prospered. You've went through this intensive training. You've went to this. This is your graduating class. Your graduating class.
You see the airline right there.
Your graduating class, and you just look professional and prim, and you've earned.
Look at the tail.
You've earned your wings. You've earned your wings. Because you've gone through this training, but it's a hard training, right? I told you stories. People have very difficult. There's a lot of exams.
In the middle
a lot of people.
In the middle of the test, you get. Like,
if you don't meet certain requirements, you could possibly be
That's
cut.
why you scare me about that.
That's why it's patience and persistence.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, you'll prosper, and you can too become a flight attendant, and you too. Tita earned her wings! Yay! If you like that she earned her wings, give her a plus. So there's hope, and that's a little bit about the process.
Okay.
So did you learn about a lot? Do you feel like you're good?
I'm good. I'm good because with all my with my own experiences,
you can relate it.
I can relate that. It's just the training that you told me a long time ago that I have to know the different parts of the airline and aircraft.
There are certain things you have to know, but again, I had classmates who are fresh, young age as you, and they still passed. So there's hope. There's hope for me. There's hope for you. There's hope for Tita. Everybody can try, right?
I'm gonna change my career
we
now
don't,
too.
We don't say you can't do it. We say try and try again. Persist and remain. Mm-hmm. It's all about positivity. Tita and Kuya always positive.
Or positive.
So we want you to keep positive, and we wish you luck. And if you have any questions, leave a comment below and send us on out.
Bye! Don't forget to watch, subscribe, and make a comment.
You said that already. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe. And now,
and you too can earn your wings.
And you too can earn your wings.
Bye.